Okay, this is the portal I built yesterday to test stuff out in the Nether. So I might go back to that. So this turtle was abandoned here the other day, so we'll use this one to see if we can build a staircase up. So we're on mining, stairs up to the surface. I've not looked at the code for this at all, so it may not even work. So let's see what happens. So it's telling me we need stairs, cobble, dirt, etc. One chest, right? Okay. Ground, stairs this level, yeah, press enter to continue. Right, so it wants the current level. So I think we're on we are minus 59. I'm assuming, because on the older versions of Minecraft it used to give you the eye level and the foot level, so I don't know what that now applies to, but I don't think it matters as long as we use the same relative spot each time. So minus 59 it is. Okay. No, it's not accepting that. Right, let's escape from that at the minute, and we'll bring in the... Right, so it doesn't want to accept that. The reason for that is that that would have been out of bounds on the original selection, so we're now going to find that and fix it. So we're looking at building a staircase. Right, so this is in the toolkit, this is the get task inventory function here, and we're going down to this one here, which is stairs to bedrock or surface. So we're first of all asking to get the current level. So I've got here current level between 4 and 300. So that's why it wouldn't allow me to choose a negative. So what we'll do there is we'll put bedrock in, which has now been set as a global variable right at the top here. And the bedrock was 0 and then changed to minus 64 if the Minecraft major version is greater than 1.18. So that should give us the correct choice there. So let's go back to that. Where are we? 14, 15. I'll just mark this so we know where we are. So that's allowing us now to choose between the... I suppose we should really put the ceiling in, because that's now changed. But you wouldn't want to build stairs up to the ceiling, would you? No, that's going a bit silly. Now, it says if the level is greater than or equal to 64, then assume going down. That's not always going to be the case. I think we need to change that, because it was working on the general principle that if you're putting in a level more than 64, then you were already quite high up and you were going down, but that assumption may change. Otherwise we're going to assume going up. So I think it will be better to pass that in with the choices. So let's go back a step. So prior to using the get task inventory, we will go through these other functions. There's the get task items, the get task and task options and task text. So it might be as well to just go through all of them in turn. So let's get the task items list first. So these are the lists of text that we would display when choosing the options. So 14, 15, here we've got stairs from here to bedrock, stairs from here to surface. I think that might be stairs from here, we'll put going down. And from here going up, so that we're not specifying specifically. We might only want to go Now the optional bit refers to putting in the stairs, same number of cobble, dirt, etc. One chest. Not quite sure why we've got one chest not on this one, so let's put it in for the time being. That's to make the stairs with, so might as well put it in. So we've sorted the get task items list. Let's get the task itself. Right, so we're on choice again, stairs to bedrock, stairs to surface, that's 14 or 15, and then we're just getting the decision, so that doesn't change. Okay, let's go on to get task options. So we're on, let me see, mining, farming, ladder down. I've got 2 bedrock and 2 surface. Maybe I should make that towards bedrock and towards surface. That's better. I think that one's pretty up. Yep, we've done that one. Get task text. So we're on, place them on the ground, the stairs will start at this level and drop to bedrock. Yeah, that's okay. Place them on the ground, start at this level and rise to level 64. We don't, well, I think we're going to need to specify which level rather than it stops at 64 and that's it. To, let's say, chosen level. I don't know if it'll fit on the, it might be too much width of text here to fit on. I don't think it'll matter, it'll just drop down a bit. So yeah, steps to surface, start a little towards bedrock. Okay, so that's that bit. Get the task inventory, so we're now going 14, 15. So current level, bedrock 300. Oh yes, I was just going to check whether we had a ceiling. Yes, we have. Ceiling is 255, changed to 319, so we will fix that next. If I can find where I was, there was the blue button. Yep, so we'll change that to ceiling. Okay. So this is the refactored code for get task inventory. So we're going down to mining. What I've done here is that at this point here, this was split into 2 parts. So I've now combined the ladder and stairs, up or down, into one section. So 12 is ladder down, 13 is ladder up, 14 is stairs down, and 15 is stairs up. And there's a lot of similarities, which is why I combined the 2. So first one is to find the current level by asking the user where they currently are between bedrock and ceiling, and those 2 of course change depending on the version of Minecraft. We then set a destination level with a default 0, a destination name default of bedrock, and a default description of creating ladder going down. Then, depending on the choices, the destination level is go down to level or going up to level, depending on whether we're going up or down. That's being calculated again using the bedrock and ceiling. I've allowed this 2-block difference so that you're going to be moving at least 2 blocks. Then the description changes again depending on the choice. So its default one is ladder going down. Of course, if we're choosing stairs, then that's stairs going down, and then again with the levels 13 and 15, then it's create ladder going up or stairs going up. So it kind of combines everything in one go. We're then finding out whether we are in the nether or in air. The only reason for that is that we need more blocks in the air and in the nether to make sure we don't get lava pouring in through holes. So that's quite important. I've put in a little reminder here of how the mathematics on this thing works, so that it uses this math absolute to determine what the levels are, so that mathematically, if we're going from -50 to -59, then we're going down -9. So we want the absolute value of that to make it 9. And the same with all the other combinations I could think of, so that by using this, we're going to get a range as a positive number. And the range is just really the number of levels we're moving. It doesn't matter whether we're going up or down. The fuel is chosen depending on the range, which is, of course, the number of levels that we're going between. So with ladders, we only need twice the amount of fuel to allow for the kind of in and out movements as the ladders are being built. Whereas for the stairs, we need a lot more fuel because of the constant moving backwards, forwards, up and down in order to place the stairs. So I did a rough estimate of 10 times the range. And again, if we're doing ladders, which is 12 and 13, we only need ladders and torches and some kind of stone or netherrack to fill in the outer edges with. Whereas if we're doing stairs, we also need to work out how many stairs are required, and then how much cobble or other stone is needed to build the shell around the outside. So those calculations are all done here. And then the user is asked for the number of stairs, but false means that it's not required. So if you don't supply stairs, then they will be crafted. So you must use a crafting turtle, mining turtle, otherwise this won't work. Then you've got the usual print, thanks, sleep, and then it prints out the description, which would be, of course, one of these, like creating ladder up, creating stairs going up, whatever. And then, depending on what your choice is, it will then create ladder or create staircase, followed by whether it's the surface or bedrock, followed by the current level, the destination level. In air is provided for ladders, but it's not really important for the staircase because the same structure is used up and down, so it's just ignored there. So that gives us the code required for getting the requirements, whether we're doing stairs or ladder. Okay. 128 of any stone, that's a good point. I think what we'll do is I'll deliberately add the deep slate just to make sure that that's working properly. So again, cobble deep slate is what we want there. Okay, so cobble deep slate, one chest. Right, hopefully this will get going. So I think it's now making some stairs. Let's swivel around. Okay. So this is where we see whether the stairs are behaving themselves in the direction that they're supposed to be placed. That doesn't look correct. Right, yeah, that's definitely upside down, and so's that one. So these are definitely not behaving themselves properly. So, which is what the comment that I had was stating. And as he said, it's not actually any problem to break them and switch them over, but that's not the point. So how can we get the stairs to be laid down in the direction they're supposed to be? So I've set up this little test rig, just get out of here, to see how the turtle places stairs. So we've got a set of 4 blocks here, with the idea that the turtle should place stairs here, facing with the lower part in front and the rear at the back, which is how it was supposed to work in the building up the staircase. So what I've done is this one has nothing behind it, this one has a block behind it, this one has nothing behind but a block above, and this one has a block above and behind. So we're going to see the behaviour of this turtle placing a stair. I'll just show you the tiny little program that was done to do this. So it's very, very simple. Just a simple for loop where it's going to dig in case I've already got stairs in there, place in front, turn right forward, turn left, and then repeat. So we're going to just place 4 sets of stairs. Then when it gets to the end, it's going to come back to the starting place. So I'm not going to bother to go through that, but just in case you are interested. So we'll exit that, and we'll now run it. Okay, so as you can see, interestingly, if there is a block below and nothing behind, it places the stair in the correct position with the correct orientation. If, however, we've got a block behind, which is the case when this was being built, there would have been a block here, then when it tries to place the stairs, it flips it upside down, and then of course the same on every level. This is of course at minus 59, so this is below 0 levels there, so that's why it's not working. The second one along, or sorry, with the third one along, again it's placed the stair correctly, so the fact that there was a block above it didn't matter as long as there's not one behind it. And then the final one is where we had a block above and on the same level and behind, then again it puts it in the wrong place. So that tells me that we first of all need to check how does this work when we're in levels above 0, and what do we need to do to adjust the code. So pause for a second and we'll shoot upstairs. So we have a similar setup here, which is at level 4. So same program, so we'll run this one. I'll probably run out of stairs. I didn't check how many I had in. Let me just, yeah, typical. Right, okay, let's start again. Right, let's run it again. Okay, now this time you can see that all 4 of the stairs are in the correct place, so it doesn't matter this time whether we have a block behind, above or whatever. So we've now discovered that above ground or 0 level the stairs behave perfectly, and in negative levels then you get this weird behaviour depending whether there's a block behind or not. So now that with that knowledge we should be able to alter the code. So we're now looking at the create staircase code within TK, the Toolkit Lure. So let's go through it. Now the first thing I notice is that it's checking to see how many stone stairs that we've got. Now that's not good enough because we can also use, so I think what we'll do is we'll just put just stairs, and that should then allow us to choose any form of stairs. Doesn't have to be stone, bedrock. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at stairs for the moment, then you can use anything. So let's check those. Then we're crafting stairs. That should be alright. Let me do the same with this. Stone stairs again. Because we could use any kind of stairs. Doesn't have to be stone. Okay, then this is just checking we're at the right level, and then what it does once it's in the right place is it uses this create staircase section here, which is kind of a subroutine. So in fact it would probably be more sensible to place that within this function here. So we'll put it down below there and just tap it in there. That's better. So this is now a local function within the create staircase function. So this is only able to be run from within create staircase. So that will, when we get to the bottom here, that's going to call that. Now this is where it does its job. Again, we're getting the stock of, let me change that to stairs. And then if there aren't any, it's going to craft them. Then it's going to do its placing, and this is where we can make adjustments. So we've got left one, place cobble, right one, forward one, left one, place cobble, right one, cobble one, and so on. And the little cache symbol at the end here is the symbol to place stairs. If it was a 0, it would be place above. If it's 1, it means place in front. And if it was 2, it would mean place below. So that's the point where we actually place the stairs in. So what we need to do is to filter out wherever the block that is at the back of the stairs, we don't want it there. We don't want a block when we're placing the stairs there. So that's what we need to change. So I've magnified the text here, and it's this pattern here to write the staircase that we need to alter. Now if we imagine that the turtle is placed here on this kind of represents a little bit of a grid. So if we're here, then left one means rotate to the left, and by 1 turn. So we're going to rotate to the left and face the margin here, and then place a cobble. So when we're in this point here, we're going to place a cobble where this figure 1 is, which is fine. That's going to be the side wall. I've split this into groups of 4 so it's easier to work it out. Then we're going to turn right again, so we're now back facing forward here, and then move forward. So we'll actually move up to place A. Then we're going to do a left 1, cobble 1, so we'll turn to the left and put a cobble where you see this figure 2. So far so good. Then we're going to do, where are we? That was the first move. That was the second move. Then we want to do write 1, cobble 1, which means that we turn back towards this way and then place a cobble here. Now that's the one that's going to cause the problem, because we then do a write 1 and cobble again, so we're currently placed here. So turning right and placing a cobble here is fine. That will be the center column of the staircase, so that's okay. It's this one here that we need to stop it from placing a cobble. So I'm going to remove that. Then it will continue to place the one in the center here. Then it will do left 1. So we're still in this position. We're now facing up again. Then back 1. So it will drop back to this position here. Then it calls the carré sign, which is place a staircase in front. So standing here, it will then place the staircase in front here on place A. But because we don't have a block here, that should sit in the correct position. Now once it's done that, let's check. Now it's then going to go, I think it depends on what level it's at, because it does go up here. So that's going to help. But I think what we'll do, I'll just leave it at that for the moment, just to check whether that's working. So I'll save that, get that out the way, and then we'll get our turtle over to the staircase here and break the blocks that are there. Actually, that's a good point. If there's already a block there, we need to deliberately break it. Okay. Yeah, we need to add that in. So let's in fact put everything back as if this was solid wall. And we'll get our turtle. So it needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places that way, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that way. So let's do that. Now this one we can use the go. So we want to do left 1, forward 6, right 1, forward, can't remember how many it was now. I think it was 10. Let's try 10 and see what happens. So far so good. Not bad at all. Okay, and we'll just go down 1. Right, so we're in the right place to test out our staircase. I can't, actually maybe we should go back 1. Let me just quickly check the code there. Right, so it needs to do left 1, yep, right 1, forward 1, left 1, cobble 1, right 1. Now, what we need to do here is we actually want to remove a cobble if there is one. So we're going to X, which is excavate, in the 1 direction. So even if there is a block in there, it's going to break it out. Then it'll do the right hand side, then it'll go back, and then it'll place a staircase. So let's save that, and let's see how it works. Okay, so we're going to run the toolkit. Mining, stairs up to surface, which is 5. So we need to type in the level, which I think is 59. We'll only go up a couple of levels. Let's make it 63, that'll do. It's accepted the scare. It now wants a whole bunch of cobble. That probably is far too much given the amount that we're travelling, so I will alter that. See if it will accept one of each. No, doesn't like that. Oh, there we go, we're in. The chest. Okay, so let's see what happens. So it's checking to the left, moving forward, checking to the left again. Let's break that one out. Nice. So it's now placed the stairs properly. And it's going up. This is probably where we need to do some adjustments. Okay. Nice. Okay. Now the only thing is we don't have a block here now, of course, so we would need to compensate for that. Oops, getting squashed here. Okay, it's taking that block out. That's the excavate. Yeah, that's almost there. So all we need to do now is to replace the missing block here. As it's only going to go up 2 or 3 levels, I'll leave that one to do its job, and we'll come back to the code. Right, so we're now going to try out the staircase in the basement level again, just to see if it does what it is supposed to. So again, choosing mining, 5 stairs up. Okay, I'm going to put the current level as -59, and we'll go up maybe 10 blocks, I think. Let's put it at -49. No, we're not in the air or nether. So I'm not going to add any stairs. So I'm just going to press enter. And we're going to put in 66 stone. So we'll put... let's put a bunch more in, doesn't matter. Okay. And 1 chest. Right. Let's see what it's up to. So we're looking inside the turtle. It's now crafting some stairs. So we've got the stairs in now, and it's going to start. Now I know, because I've done in spectator mode, that we're very close to lava. So I'm just going to see how this copes with lava. I think we're going to get burned here. Well, what I was hoping that the lava wouldn't get in the way of the staircase, which it hasn't. It's built it okay. Unfortunately, what has not happened is that it hasn't managed to delete lava blocks, which is a real shame, but it's since I think version 1.12, maybe 1.15, I can't remember, but turtles no longer delete water and lava when they run through them, which is a real pain. Okay, so far so good. And the lava, okay, that has worked. Fantastic. So it looks like yep, it's built a solid wall all the way round, which of course is lava resistant. and now it's gone up, and as you can see, all the stairs are in the correct place. Well, I think we'll call that a success. We've got the stairs in the right angle. I did test this on the ground with water, but it didn't stop the water flowing. Maybe I'm wrong about not deleting lava. I was fairly sure that the blocks don't delete lava. Or it might just be lucky that we deleted enough source blocks by placing all the stuff around, and that did the job. So that's terrific. Now what it is designed to do now is, if it doesn't detect water or lava, it leaves a fairly hollow structure around the staircase with just enough blocks left to prevent you from accidentally walking off the edge as you're going up and down it, which I'll demonstrate in just a second at the ground level. But no, that's definitely doing its job all right. Just check the levels. Ooh, that's handy. Anyway, I'm playing in creative, so I don't really need it. Okay, so the other point I wanted to check was that we're now at minus 48, which is roughly what we said. So it seems to now be doing the correct, if you're asked to do 10 levels, that's roughly what it does. It's not 100% accurate because of the algorithm to create the staircase is pretty complex, and it kind of works in 4 layers. But I think that's a definite success on that one there. So we'll shoot upstairs and we'll do the same upstairs now. Okay, so here we're on the ground level, so we'll rerun the staircase just to go up a few levels here and check that it's working up. So we want stairs up again, 5, enter, current level, I'll put it at 64, and we'll go up to 68. I think that should do it. No, we're not in error. Well, although we are, I've put no because it actually doesn't make any difference, but because this is now combined with the staircase one, that's why it's asking, but it doesn't actually deal with that. So we'll just put the stone in. I'll put a block in and a chest, of course. Okay, and we'll see how this one goes. So it now doesn't need to put in stuff on the left hand side here because there's no fluid being detected, either lava or water. So it's going to build a fairly skeletal staircase. So here's where we have to be a bit careful about how it works. So by not putting a block here first, the stairs get put in the correct position. This works both down in the lower levels and in the upper levels as well. So let's see if we can catch that here. Right, so it's coming round, places a stair, then puts a block below itself. So it's moving up to the next level now. So this is just to check the outside edge, adds a central pillar, and now we're ready to start going in this direction. So first of all, if there was a block here, it would break it. It then puts one below, plonks the stairs in, knowing that there's no block here because it was just checking and breaking it if there was one. And as you can see, the structure of the staircase is now fairly open, so it uses less blocks, therefore demands less when you are setting it up. But when you walk up it, as long as you haven't got auto jump on, you're not too likely to come crashing over the edge accidentally. So you've got both an upper and a going down block to stop you from falling off. And that's where it stopped because we only set it to a couple of levels. So that's the skeleton staircase working perfectly. I tested it in water, which did the same job. I tried to block it in. Where's the entrance here? There we go. But it didn't make any difference. I put a block here originally, but it's still the water was kind of flooding round. So it's because of this inability to delete water blocks, which is a nuisance. But having said that, if you were using this in survival mode, normally you would start at the top and build your staircase down. There's nothing to stop you as you're climbing down your new staircase from dropping blocks of sand and picking them up again to delete the water block below it. So I think that's a fair compromise.